So, just so you know, I'm living in this really expensive condo and I'm getting harassed by security because my car broke down. Now, they're saying I'm making lots of noise. Can you hear my engine? No, because it's not working. But I can tell you what you can hear. You can hear that noise. That's noise. But the security come up, harass, stand there all day, watch, accuse me. In fact, they said they're going to kick me and my girlfriend out because of the noise we are making. Let's be honest. I have money, I'm a Farang. They don't like me. So I just want to say, do not live in the CREST, do not rent, avoid Knight Frank. I used to work for them actually, and just avoid this place like the CREST because, I mean, look at this. It's like being in China. The guy's just following us around. And these poor guys, they've come here to help me to fix my starter motor, which broke, because the engine won't start, hence no noise. And the jurisdiction manager for the building came upstairs, and yeah, the same one from the last video, do you remember, where I got accused of making noise? She came up, and she said that she's gonna kick me out the building because I'm making too much noise. But anyway, so here's all the noise I'm making, as you can see. And again, if you're moving to Bangkok, do not move to the CREST. It is the worst condo in the whole of Sukhumvit, and I cannot wait to leave. Anyway, peace out. Yeah, say hello. What do you think of the CREST? Are they rude? Are they horrible to you? Do they say horrible things to you?
And they kick me off.
They're not?
They say they're gonna kick me off of the condo.
For what?
For make the noise.
Making this noise here?
Yeah.
Not that noise out there.
Yeah.
So let me get this right. That noise there is this noise of the tools. The tool noise is louder than Sukhumvit, the loudest road in the entire of Bangkok.
Maybe you think so?
Or do you think she doesn't like us because we have money?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's the money one, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, just 300 baht per day.
That's not very nice to take it out. I mean, it's not my fault that she doesn't make any money. I'm very nice to her and very polite to her.
They're jealous us.
I mean, people say things like this all the time, but I mean, genuinely, that's exactly what's happening here. I didn't catch what happened, and I should have did that because what happened was disgusting, and I sorted that problem out too. But what happened was halfway through him doing the starter motor. Now he's making no noise. He's just, you know, he's not even making noises. He's just unscrewing the manifold and accessing the starter motor. It only took him. It would have taken him 20 minutes, but it ended up taking him an hour because the jurisdiction, that's what they call it, what a joke, or the management company, came up and with like 5 security guards and started threatening to throw me out of the building for breaking rules and making too much noise. No, I'm not making this up. That's exactly what they said. And she was shouting, threatening, and being incredibly rude. I mean, it was disgusting behavior to my girlfriend. Not to me. Too scared to say it to me. She was saying it to her, not thinking I would understand. And I was fuming. And the guy who was doing the car was confused because he's done this many times in many condos. These are luxury condos. These are very expensive, and all around here there are expensive condos, right? And I've stayed in quite a few of them. I've never had any issues in any of them, but this is the first time I've rented long term. And they said that, oh, we're going to throw her at your apartment. They basically threatened to make us homeless. The thing is, she doesn't have the right to do that. She makes like 500 baht a day. She's just a desk jockey. And I have no idea why she was so angry, because we're so polite and nice. And she just came out with a huge temper, saying that we're breaking all these rules that we weren't breaking, making too much noise, which we weren't making any noise, you know, threatening to throw us out, yada, yada, yada. And she was just like, obviously having a bad day, I don't know. But she was just being completely unreasonable. And no matter what, my girlfriend's very sweet and very well spoken. I don't know how to convey, you know, you've got like a class systems, right, in every country. And she has like a very lovely way of speaking in Thai. She's of a certain demographic class. I don't know what you want to call it. It's Asia. It's not nice to say it in the West, but in Asia we do have that system, right? And she's trying calmly to explain to her that we're not making any noise, we're not breaking the rules, and then also explain to her that you let this guy in and signed him in. Oh, he's not allowed to be here. But that's what she said back, and go, yeah, but you're the one that let him in. You have to sign off on people coming in. You know, why are you coming up 15 minutes later to say he's not allowed to be here after you've given permission for him to be here? And so she started going about the noise. And so I was like, all I can hear is traffic. All I can hear is traffic. And in fact, the loudest noise is you shouting. So anyway, I got rid of them all, but they were just hanging around and watching us and trying to be intimidating. The security are pretty scared of me, so they literally just like went one floor down just so they could say they were doing their job. And the next day I went absolutely mental, and I demanded her, and I called her some names. I did call her some names, but she earned those names. Double F, that's what I called her, because that's what she is. No one speaks to me or my other half that way, especially when we've done nothing wrong. Especially, you know, no rules being broken. What is your problem with us? Because they've had so many problems with us. They always say noise this, or they accuse me of breaking a fridge. My fridge broke once, okay? It just died. And they said that I broke it. I mean, how do you break a fridge? I gave them 2 weeks to replace it. They didn't do it. So I said, if you don't get it fixed by Saturday, I'm going to buy a fridge. And so Saturday came, no fridge. I went down, I bought a fridge and I built them, and they argued and fought and accused me of, oh, it was just ridiculous. I mean, honestly, it was like speaking to an 8-year-old. I won in the end, but that's not the point. It was just unnecessary stress. But this is the kind of people that we're dealing with, okay? They're not reasonable. I demanded for her to come down and beg and apologize for what she did. And guess what she did? Yeah, she did all that. And now these guys, as soon as they got CCTV everywhere, every time they see me come down the elevator, they run and hide. So every time I go downstairs, they're hiding, especially the double F. They hide in the back office, and they're very quick at the packages. So we get deliveries here, and it gets organised. I mean, they do nothing all day. They just look at YouTube. I know, because I see what they do. They look on YouTube and Facebook. That's all they do, right? They get paid to look at YouTube and Facebook and smile and go hello. They have too many staff here. They should fire half, seriously, because they do nothing. They're useless, but that's another story. But now they're on the ball with packages. When my packages turn up, instead of taking 8 to 9 hours for them to organise, they're like, text me, go, oh, hello, Mr. Kelly. Oh, your packages are here. And I come downstairs and they're there. I mean, they're now bending over for me. So my anger and demeanour, I mean, I was PISSED. You would never imagine me acting like the way I did, but I was probably one of the most angriest I've ever been in my 15 years. I will not stand for that kind of behaviour, the way that our woman spoke and the way she behaved. You know, I do something wrong, I put my hands up. I break rules, I apologise, and I put my hands up, but we did none of those things. Anyway, so being here has not been that great. Thailand's not all it's expected to be. The police are corrupt. You've got to pay them bribes sometimes. I'll tell you a little trick. Don't put a number plate on your bike. I know this is bad advice, but in Bangkok, just don't bother. Don't bother putting a plate on your bike. Just don't. If you get caught, it's a couple of $100 fine. As long as you own the bike and you've got the paperwork and you've got your license, just don't bother. And I'll tell you why. One, you can't get a ticket for doing any naughty stuff. Two, anything you get caught on video when you're on your back wheel, can't get caught for doing that either. I'm not endorsing riding like a twat, but that's the reality of the situation. It's just a couple of $100 fine if you get caught without a plate and you just be like, oh, it must have fell off. As long as you're legal. The bike needs to be yours, you need to have a license and your insurance, yada, yada, yada. As long as you've got everything legit, it's fine. So all of my bikes don't have plates, and people asked me before why. That is why. Anyway, so yeah, I've come to Thailand, I've moved here, I've got a special visa, it allows me 5 years and I can extend it up to 20. So yeah, I'm here for the long haul. I've got no interest in going back. All the nonsense going on back home, I mean, my God, what's going on with Brexit? It's a joke, isn't it? It's embarrassing. When I left, it was, oh, we're leaving in the summer, then the Prime Minister quit, and then we got Donald Trump's cousin. And then you got, oh, the other guy who I don't think is any better. I mean, look, left, right, they're all the same. They're all lying politicians. So whoever you support, whoever you vote for, I don't lean either way. They're all lying pieces of crap. So you can don't be too patriot, don't be too cling on to, the leaders. They lie. They're all liars. Remember Corbyn pretended that the train was full once, never forget that, and it wasn't full, just so that he could get a bit of sympathy, to pretend that he was one with the people. And floppy hair, yeah, it's not going about him, he's a twat as well, isn't he? So now we're still in Europe. The bar is at an all-time high, which sucks for me. But anyway, so plan going on forward. So let's skip something more interesting, all right? So now you kind of know why I'm here. I'll be moving out of here next year, and I'll probably move out of Bangkok to a beach place. Maybe Pattaya. Apparently it's gotten nicer, or further down, maybe Hua Hin. It depends on how much the tourists from a certain country have destroyed it, because apparently they've been really screwing up with the ecological. Is that the right word? They've been ruining the environment.